Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. I am your host, your still quarantined host, Sandi, Ballard. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and for sharing the podcast with others on your social media. I do appreciate that. And hope you're all doing your best, because that's really about all we can do right now. So depending on where you are, I think all across the world we're still quarantined. And every day it's all I can ask. If you've been listening to me, like I said, I'm replacing hang in there with do your best, because hang in there drives me batshit crazy. So, have you been doing your best? Well, I personally thought I was the other day. I think it was Friday. I did a 10-mile bike ride. Stupid bike ride because of my stupid knee, but hey, got a bike. I can still get out and do stuff. It was a beautiful morning. Then I came back, got ready, did a couple things on the computer for work stuff, and went to the grocery store. I wanted to get there early as they're loading up, because there were some things I had not been able to find. No, not toilet paper. We're good there. So I went, and I had to go to two different grocery stores, and for some reason, I hit a wall. I think it was because I went to just go get a bag of salad mix, and the woman's like, "You can't come in here." And I was like, "I just want to grab a bag of salad mix." And she was like, "Well, you'll have to tell me what you want." I'm like, "I don't know. I need to look at it. You do have lots of varieties." And I think that just hit me wrong. Not her per se, but just the situation. Just the fact that, this whole pandemic, this whole quarantine, this whole stay away from people thing, it's just pissing me off. And it's just like I said, had a great start to the morning. And then I just got to where I was tired of it. And so, I turned and went down a different aisle, and all of a sudden there's a guy standing there, and I'm like, sorry, because the aisles are so close, I can't be 6 feet away. And I'm like, I'm sorry. He goes, it's okay. He goes, at some point we got to stop living in fear. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just kind of tired of all of this. And, it's just how it happens. And I was typing an email back to a friend who was going about what she was, and I started typing, and I deleted it because I was like, she doesn't need to hear me whine, but here, I'm going to say it to all of you. I hit that wall, and I was tired of being afraid of being too close to people. I was tired of being afraid of people being too close to me. I'm tired of being afraid to clear my throat or cough if I have to cough, God forbid. I'm tired of not networking. I'm tired of not having the resources and the connections to help others. I'm tired of my clients being closed because that sucks for them. And I'm tired of cooking most days. I love to cook, but for the love of God, if I want to, yes, we have gone out a couple times, picked up food, but it's not the same, right? And I'm tired of worrying. I'm tired of saying stay healthy. I'm tired of saying I'm sorry, because that is not my thing. And, Tad, my man candy, said, what happened? Why now? And I'm like, I don't know. I just hit that wall. I'm just tired. And that's what I said to him. I'm just tired. I'm tired of it all. And, like many of you I've talked to and heard from or seen social media posts, many of you are like, it was day by day, then sometimes it's hour by hour. And by that afternoon, after talking to a couple of the clients I have left and that are still open, they're essential people, and talking and did a Zoom call with some high school friends, I got back in that mood because, they helped pull me out of it, and I felt essential myself. I felt relevant and significant. And so if you're feeling like that, or you're getting a funk and you don't know why, it's okay. Just do your best. Feel the feels, right? Don't we all want our life back? But do we? At the same time, this whole crazy roller coaster of emotions and the virus and the sickness and the quarantine is driving us all crazy. But at the same time, it's teaching us things about ourselves. It's like I've talked the last few weeks about, what have you dusted off that you've put on the shelf for a long time? What old habits are you doing now? What things are you discovering that you actually like? I've heard needed to slow down. Yes, take the time for your family. Sorry about those of you who are quarantined alone, especially if you're an extrovert. But sometimes we just need to pay more attention to ourselves. And family meals. It's a good break from the craziness of running in circles with different kids going to different activities, right? Again, like I said, learning new hobbies and talents. And yes, I sound like a broken record of dusting off ideas, like my online course that I launched. And, so this week I want to talk about how that's all going with all of you. I launched my online course, and obviously all of my in-person things that had started getting going out here went virtual. Not to the success that I would have liked. All right. But what do you do? What do you learn from that? And like today's theme and image says, it's better to change and fail than settle. Yes, I would have loved 100 people to buy the online course, like boom, sell out in minutes, kind of like a QVC thing, right? And I would have loved to have all 50 people on each women's happy hour event, but that didn't happen. I also could have settled and not dusted off and taken the time to build that course and really improve on the business plan that I had already taken clients through years ago, or all the way whenever. I could have just said, we're not going to meet for the women's Bitches and Booze happy hour. We're just going to wait until we can see people again, right? I could have not used up Chelsea Casanova's time to do the videos for the webinar and for the online course. I could have just done nothing. And like I've always said, that 4-letter word, fail, it's not my favorite word. Some of you might know what my favorite word is. Failing is learning, it's tweaking, it's pivoting, it's trying again, versus sitting around saying, well, what can I do? And, settling for whatever. Settling is miserable. Yeah, failing sucks, but learning is the result of failing. So learning gets you new ideas, new ways, connections, and more. And what did I learn? Did I miss a step? I went back and I saw where I could have done some things a little differently. Well, the online course isn't going away. It's there. So check out my website, badassbusiness.coach. It's on there on a couple different pages. It's that 90 days how to launch a business. And yes, many of you are like, why the hell would I want to launch a business now? Well, why wouldn't you want to take your future into your own hands? Yes, this is affecting all of us. But, I learned that I wasn't settling. I learned how to tweak a few things, and I'll be doing another webinar. Again, the course is out there. It's going to be out there for as long as I keep it up there, right? So perhaps, thinking about what you've done over this last, golly knows what, almost 2 months now, what perhaps have you settled for before, and now are you ready to make changes to do something different and new? Are you ready to come out of this pandemic kicking ass, ready to kick ass, and ready to succeed? What have you tried during this time and feel like you failed? What have you thought about doing and realized you've settled? Perhaps you started a business and it didn't take off. Or maybe you had a job and are furloughed or laid off and you realized you settled. What will you do? And perhaps it's just something on the hobby side or the, cooking during this craziest time. Maybe you decided to take up blogging or writing a book. Maybe you've picked up an instrument or went out for that run that, you haven't ran in years and you decided to haul ass down the street and it didn't go so well. What did you learn from all of that? Again, shifting from, well, what can I do to what I can do is. Say you took off on that run. I've seen some people that look like they haven't run in a very long time out there, but they're out there. What have they learned? Well, don't go out so fast. Don't go so long. Baby steps. Maybe you've learned that you can cook. It doesn't suck as much as you thought. And, there's so many recipes out there. what can you do? What can you do differently? So you realize you haven't failed, you've learned, and if you feel like you've settled, what can you do differently? So shifting from what can I do to what I can do is. All right. And again, even if you feel like you've quote unquote failed, at least you tried. It's what it's about. So, what are you going to do? Well, remember my new saying is do your best. So every day I want you to do your best at something. I want you to not settle, to not just lay down and take whatever is coming our way, because God only knows. I want you to try. I want you to get out there, do your best, and try something every single day. And again, if you are interested in the course, it's $99 freaking dollars. It comes with 2 coaching calls. Hell, the coaching calls alone are worth a hell of a lot more than that. And if you just need to talk through some shit, email me sballard@growingforward.biz or message me wherever you're seeing that, seeing this, seeing this, and let's talk through it. Because again, as I've talked about at the beginning, I am on the same roller coaster. Everyone's in a different spot on that damn ride. And thing is, we're all in the same shit together. We're just sometimes in different places, and that's okay. Just do your best, all right? And again, reach out to me, sballard@growingforward.biz, B-I-Z, or message me. Let's all do our best, and let's all be ready to come out of this kicking ass. Have a great week. Cheers.